You've got a large group in Zoom, and you want to get them talking to each other in small groups. We're going to do that using breakout rooms. I'm CRISTINA TRECHA, and in this video, we're going to look at how to create breakout rooms in Zoom, along with some of the options available. All right, let's get started. Here's a Zoom that I already started to use in this tutorial with you. I'm the host, CRISTINA TRECHA, and I also have person 1 in my meeting and person 2. Use your imagination and picture your classroom, or maybe it's a meeting and there's 5 to 10 to 20 to 100. My account allows 300 people. That's a lot of breakout rooms. Zoom lets you do up to 50. I'm going to create breakout rooms so they can talk in small groups together. My mouse goes down to the menu that the host has, and I hit breakout room. This is what you're going to see. You can either assign breakout rooms automatically or manually. Automatically means that you choose how many rooms you want, and it will tell you how many participants that means per room. And then they'll assign people randomly. Or you can do it manually and put the people in the rooms that you want to be collaborating in small groups. Breakout rooms shouldn't be long sessions, even if it's group work. There should be you popping into breakout rooms and checking in with students or the other adults in your meetings, or they should be shorter and more frequent, say 2 or 3 in a class period. I'm going to go ahead and automatically create a breakout room so you can see what that looks like. So I've set it to 3 rooms and automatically. And here you see it does the math for me. So it didn't even put anyone in breakout room 1, and it put person 1 in breakout room 2 and person 2 in breakout room 3. I could rename this for the topic that they're studying, or they could come up with a name and I could change it. I can assign people after this has happened. So if I think, oh, I really want person 1 and 2 together, I can move person 1 to breakout room 3. Or if I say, I really, want them to go back into this room, or hey, I'd like to exchange these 2 in this group. Look at these other options you have. You can delete a room, and then down here, follow my mouse. We haven't opened up the rooms yet. We're just creating them, and we create them in the meeting, so it takes a minute, and you have to let the people in the meeting know it's just going to be a minute while you do the rooms. So the options here, where the caret is, you can always click for more options. Check all those out. I keep all of these selected. I move people immediately into breakout rooms as soon as they open. No need for them to find an icon to click on. I allow participants to return to the main session at any time in case they're trying to get a hold of me and I haven't seen the little help button that you can push from the breakout room. I always set a timer now. I didn't used to, but this has become really helpful. So tell the group it's going to be a 6-minute breakout and then set a countdown timer for 30 or 60 seconds. They're going to see the 6-minute timer, this breakout room close automatically timer, tick down. And you put the responsibility on them to make sure everyone participates and that they're checking in with the time. Without the timer selected here, they don't know when it's going to end. Even if you say in 5 minutes or if you say it's 6:03, they're not going to know what time it ends. This helps you keep track of the time in the breakout room. I click this because I want to know when the time's up because I might be in another breakout room or prepping something for the large group reflection. And then I have this countdown. So the timer goes down and then they get a 30-second countdown. After that, they automatically get booted into the main room. And they only automatically get booted in because I've chosen to close the rooms. It doesn't automatically kick them out until you say, yes, I want to close the rooms. So even if you set it for 6 minutes and you want to go longer because you're listening to the conversations, it will not kick them out until you close the rooms. You can add a room too if you haven't made enough rooms. Okay, I'm going to open the rooms. Now it shows me when people have joined. So even though you have it set up for people to automatically join, sometimes they can be funky depending on the system that they're on. I can join a breakout room. So let's say I'm going to join this one, topic, which is breakout room 1. Here I am with person number 2. The chat will have followed me in. If we were using chat right now, you would see that the chat would have followed me in. The chat follows you all throughout the Zoom. I can check in and say hello and unmute, and then I can leave the room. Make sure you don't end the meeting for all. I can leave the breakout room, go back to the main room. And now I'm back. All right, the timer has gone, let's say the timer has gone down. You can broadcast a message to all, but people often can't see it. So this is not something I'd recommend doing. You can do other things that are called back channels, but this broadcast message does not work for participants. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close the rooms. You can see my timer ticking down. If we want another 3 minutes, it would just say, do you want to close the rooms? And then I click yes. So I'm going to close the rooms. And now they've been given 30 seconds to come back to the main session. I'm going to go ahead and get out of there. When you send folks to breakout rooms, make sure you give them something to do, a task, a protocol, even if it's just getting to know each other. Because once you're in a breakout room, it's really hard to remember what you were doing or what you should be doing. So I highly recommend not just planning the logistics of the breakout room, but also what you want people to do when they're in there. Because this is the time for small group talk, which can be more engaging and get some of that really good thinking shared.